This is a Bugaboo Donkey chassis, and today we're going to talk about the brake system. We've done another video where we describe how to fix the brakes mostly by oiling it, and we say in that video that it can also sometimes be broken or misaligned, malfunctioning parts inside the actual brake system. And so this is going to be a little bit more of an in-depth video to show the inside of the brake system and which points are at fault if you are having the problem whereby one wheel brakes. In most cases, it will be the side that has the pedal, but the other wheel does not. Now this system is exactly the same inside a Buffalo. So if you have a Buffalo instead of a Donkey and you're having trouble with the brakes, this video will fix your problems as well. So what you're going to want to do first is to remove one of the wheels, and we're going to open up the brake system. I'm going to start on the side where the pedal is. On the side with the pedal, there are 3 screws. There are 4 on the other side, and you're going to want to remove them using this CRV T20 star-shaped 6-pointed star screwdriver head thingy. After you remove the screws, you can take off the outside panel. And the first part you'll find is this. This is the brake pin on this side. There is a hole on the back that corresponds here on the pedal, such that when you push down, it pulls the brake pin downwards. When you go up, it pulls it up, yes? And the brake pin fits then into the teeth on the inside back of the wheel. So, now we're gonna remove this bar, which connects through the stroller to the other side of the brake system. Again, you will most often not have problems with this side of the brake system. So in order to remove this bar, you first want to remove this little button here with the spring. And you want to make sure not to lose that. And then you're going to pull this out, and what you'll find is that there's another piece that comes out with it. And that is this piece. This is the button responsible for locking the wheel in place, and this always comes out with the brake bar on either side, whichever one you choose to remove. So don't want to lose that either, or the spring. So now this brake bar runs down through the inside of the chassis and connects to another brake bar on the other side, which is the same other than the pedal. And with that, it's not cylindrical, but that it is hexagonal. It's a hexagonal bar, and we'll show you that one too. And it slots right into this. And so what happens when you expand the Donkey such that it fits 2 seats is that these 2 parts of the brake bar are able to slide in and out of each other. But because it's hexagonal, it is affected by this one. And when you push down the brake, it then pushes down the other bar and connects to the rest of the brake system. So the first point you might be looking for, if you're having trouble with the other wheel not braking, is this little rivet here. This little rivet here has a tendency sometimes to break, or more often the plastic around it breaks. And what happens is then that the pedal is no longer connected to the bar, which means that the pedal can move up and down, but the bar will just slide inside this plastic piece and not move the other bar, and thus not move the other brake pin. So if you're having trouble again with the brakes on the opposite wheel, first point to look at is this little rivet here. Okay, we're going to flip it over and look at the other side. Moving the wheel, and now we have 4 screws on this side. Okay, the pin fell out, an identical brake pin on that side. Pull out the little button. And then we can slide out the bar from this side. Whoop. And again, the wheel locking mechanism came off as well. Just going to slide that off. So this is the opposite side, and again it slots in like this, such that the whole thing turns together. If the other brakes is not working and it is not the rivet, the other place it can be is if you look inside this hole, there is a very small screw there in the middle, and that small screw can over time loosen as the brakes are used and pop out. So when you're actually opening that other side, you want to be careful not to lose it, because Bugaboo screws are very specific. But when that screw is no longer attached, screwed into the bar here, what happens is that the bar turns, but this plastic piece does not turn. It's no longer connected tightly to the bar, and thus it doesn't activate the brake pin on that side. So that's the second point you want to look at. If that screw has loosened, then you want to put it back into place. And that's easier in a way than fixing the opposite side where we're dealing with a rivet and plastic parts. So in any case, those are the two chief mechanical reasons for why the brakes might be malfunctioning, if it's not just a matter of oiling and so on. And those are how you would go about fixing those problems for the most part. We hope this video has been helpful. If it has been, we ask that you subscribe, as it helps us to continue making videos in the future. Thank you.